Victims, Koritnik Graves and Elena Davis, were shot multiple times inside a home on Graves Avenue. We've learned from multiple police sources threats against Elena Davis have been building over the last few weeks. Police confirm she had a protection order against her husband, Christopher Antoine Davis, and he was wanted for felony domestic violence out of D'Iberville, and Gulfport police had no bond warrant on him for harassment.
The last years of Elena Maria Hinton's personal life played out like a tragic, twisted soap opera, or for Black folks, a Tyler Perry movie gone horribly wrong. In 2024, while still married, Alina met and fell for another man, Christopher Davis, a sweet-talking charmer smitten by her talent for baked goods. Their relationship quickly turned romantic, prompting her to leave her then-husband and tie the knot with Chris in less than 2 years. Alina became Mrs. Davis, and though their marriage had its moments, the fairy tale didn't last. A few years in, she found herself entangled with 52-year-old Koritnik Graves, a seasoned MMA fighter whose protective demeanor captivated her. Rumors swirled that their relationship began while she was still married, setting off a chain of events so chaotic they'd make a reality TV producer blush. Unsurprisingly, Chris didn't take kindly to being replaced. The following months were marked by escalating violence, including Davis physically assaulting Alina and burning down half the home they once shared. Fearing for her life, Alina turned to the man she believed could protect her, Koritnik. After all, what could a raging ex with a grudge do against a professional fighter trained to incapacitate opponents? Well, as it turns out, MMA moves are no match for a loaded gun. Chris, fueled by jealousy and rage, burst into Graves' home, gunning down both Alina and her new protector before fleeing the scene. The outcome? 2 bodies and one very predictable conclusion. This story, with all its twists, betrayals, and fiery drama, ends in the same way so many domestic violence tragedies do, with a woman who tried to leave, sought help, got a restraining order, and was still killed by a man hellbent on controlling her until the bitter end. Hinton's life became the ultimate cautionary tale, a reminder that while love triangles make for juicy headlines, the systemic failures that allow abusers to terrorize their victims remain the real scandal. Welcome to the American Crime Femicide channel. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for future uploads. Born in Gulfport, Mississippi, Alina was no stranger to success or ambition. She graduated from Gulfport High School and pursued higher education at Tuskegee University, the University of Alabama, Alabama A&M, and Grand Canyon University, ultimately earning a bachelor's from Alabama and a master's from Alabama A&M. A licensed professional counselor, she dedicated her life to helping others, offering empathy, insight, and a commitment to guiding people through their emotional struggles. She was affectionately nicknamed the Cake Therapist, blending her love for baking with her passion for healing. But Alina's culinary talents brought more than just clients. Around 2020, while still married to her first husband, John Fairley, Alina's cakes caught the attention of a smooth-talking, romantic customer named Christopher Antoine Davis. Spectators on social media claimed the affair blossomed before her first marriage ended, with one commenter noting, "Same way he got her, he lost her." She was married when they first got together, but her first husband went back and forth with him for a little while before he stopped. Whatever the circumstances, Alina left Fairley, and her relationship with Antoine became a whirlwind romance of trips to Vegas, California, and New York. The pair were seemingly in love, and by 2022, they married, merging their families under one roof.
How you put that there?
Listen here, you gonna do it too. Get out. Get out.
Right there.
Don't
Now you gotta work it down.
You gotta get out, 'cause he gonna,
You can lean back and you can lean all the way back.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
you can lean back. You can do whatever you want to do.
Now you gotta work it down.
March, get set, go.
You gotta work it down.
Get it back up, baby. Start over.
You gotta work it
Ain't no
down.
shaking, baby.
You got it's on your eyeball. Oh yeah, you got keep on working. Yeah, go baby. Go Lena, go.
Come on, Dad. Almost got it, baby. Come on. Almost got it. He got it. He got it, baby.
Papa got it.
Yeah.
Friends and family celebrated their union, but their happiness was fleeting. The honeymoon phase didn't last. Chris's temper emerged, and disagreements turned into dangerous arguments. Alina, known for her positivity and warmth, found herself questioning whether she would survive the marriage. Antoine concealed his darker side during their courtship, but as his outbursts became more volatile, Alina began to fear for her life and the safety of their children. Then, as if scripted for disaster, she met Koritnik Graves, a 52-year-old MMA fighter whose quiet strength and protective nature captivated her. Graves seemed like an escape route, a safe haven from the chaos of her failing marriage. Unbeknownst to Chris, Alina's admiration for Graves turned romantic. When Antoine caught them together at a casino hotel, his desire to win her back twisted into an obsession with revenge. In mid-November of 2024, their already fragile marriage spiraled into violence. Antoine physically assaulted Alina, leaving her so terrified she fled their shared home. Seeking protection, she filed for a restraining order and sought medical help for her injuries. But Chris wasn't done. Days later, he attempted to burn their house down with Alina inside. While she narrowly escaped, half the home was destroyed. Desperate and fearing for her life, Alina left the children with their biological father and sought refuge with Graves. Koritnik, confident in his physical abilities, believed he could protect Alina from her increasingly dangerous husband. But Chris, knowing Graves' fighting background, had no intention of relying on hand-to-hand combat. Instead, he planned to use a weapon Koritnik couldn't defend against, a gun. In a chilling final post, Antoine wrote, "You were my finest accomplishment, but my biggest disappointment." 2 days later, on the evening of November 26, Chris burst into Koritnik's home, gun blazing. Within seconds, both Alina and Graves lay dead, shot down before they even had a chance to react. Chris immediately fled the scene.
People who witnessed the murder telling me disturbing details of what happened Tuesday night on Graves Avenue. Those witnesses understandably didn't want to go on camera, but they told me that Elena Davis was staying with Koritnik Graves at his home because she was hiding from her husband, Christopher Antoine Davis. The homeowner allowed me inside the house. Witnesses told me Christopher Antoine busted in around 7:30 Tuesday night and opened fire on Koritnik and Elena as they sat on this couch. These are bullet holes on the living room floor, and one even lodged into this door. Those witnesses also said just days ago, Christopher Antoine tried to burn down Elena's home on Pine Haven, a quiet neighborhood off of Highway 67. Harrison County Fire Rescue and the Sheriff's Office are investigating that as an arson, but Fire Chief Pat Sullivan told me so far no warrants have been issued related to the fire. Right now, Christopher Antoine Davis is wanted for 2 counts of first-degree murder. Police say he's considered armed and dangerous.
2 days later, Chris was arrested.
A man wanted for double murder in Gulfport has now been arrested. Details are limited at the time, but Gulfport police tell us Christopher Davis was captured in Gulfport. The victims, Koritnik Graves and Elena Davis, were shot multiple times inside a home on Graves Avenue. We've learned from multiple police sources threats against Davis were building over the last few weeks. Police confirmed she had a protection order against her husband, Christopher Antoine Davis. He was wanted for felony domestic violence out of D'Iberville and Gulfport. Police had no bond warrant on him for harassment.
Chris now faces 2 counts of first-degree murder, on top of charges for arson and assault. In the days following the dramatic saga, which unfolded over a month, friends and acquaintances of the trio shared their thoughts online, providing insight into the events leading up to the murders. Under Antoine's final post, one commenter wrote, "If you're gonna cheat, do it with a man who can protect you. I hate it for their family." Another added, "Prime example of a dumb dude doing dumb shit, letting some feelings get in the way. Shake my head." These posts sparked heated exchanges between friends of both Alina and Antoine. One person shot back, "Shut up. People's feelings are not to be played with. If she wanted to cheat, she should have never committed." A friend of Antoine's countered, "You are really dumb defending someone who took someone's life over cheating. Just leave or cheat on them. A person should never lose their life unless their life is in danger and they're defending it, period. I assume you would do the same and become another statistic. If I'm in that jury, I convict without hesitation, just like an old dude gonna get life in prison. No excuses." Another mutual friend of all three attempted to strike a balance, writing, "Twan done flipped out, ain't he? But you don't mess with people's wives. They all were old enough to know that, even if they were separated. Let them go through their divorce." I wasn't there, but I do know Koritnik Graves is a real MMA fighter, so I understand why Twan came with a gun. You had to have a gun messing with Koritnik Graves. Pray for all family members affected from all three parties. While the online debates added fuel to the already tragic story, one thing remained clear. Antoine had no right to take two lives. His inability to accept rejection and his escalating violence robbed multiple children of their mother and tore apart countless lives. Regardless of whether Alina and Chris were officially separated when she began dating Graves, her decision to leave didn't warrant such a devastating end. Cheating, especially within a marriage, is never commendable, but it does not justify murder. Alina was a vibrant, successful woman who sought peace and safety. Graves, who stepped up to help her, didn't deserve to pay the ultimate price for his kindness. Now, Chris's choices leave a trail of destruction and grief for all involved. May Elena Maria Hinton and Koritnik Graves rest in peace. Their story serves as a haunting reminder of the need for stronger protections for victims of domestic violence and the consequences of unchecked rage. Let us keep their families in our thoughts as they navigate this unimaginable loss.